Hello and welcome back to the Canaries Chat channel. Today we have another transfer update video. A few days have passed since we've done the last one, so I thought we'd jump on, give you the latest updates currently on any rumours or any sources that are saying what's going on at the club. Couple of things from the last video to go through. So I believe it was Oyedeli, who was at Liga Warsaw. A couple of championship clubs were supposedly interested in him. It's been confirmed that Norwich are not one of those clubs. I think it was a fair assumption for fans to make that it could be us with our kind of reputation for looking in the Polish league currently. So yeah, I'm not too surprised we thought or maybe jumped to that conclusion, but as it stands, he is not one of our targets. The same is with Philip Marshall, so Aston Villa young goalkeeper. He's been tipped slightly to come over to us. Pinkin have come out today to basically say that it's not happening. That's not going to be the one. We are being linked with a lot of goalkeepers at the moment, and one to come on to in just a minute. But yeah, at the moment, no further progress with that one. And then finally, one goalkeeper that we have been heavily linked with, and we did actually put a bid in for, was Leicester City's Jakub Stolasic. Again, apologies if I got that pronunciation wrong, but yeah, we've put in a bid for him a few days ago. It was rejected by Leicester. I believe Hermansen is their goalkeeper. Likelihood of him leaving, I think, is probably quite high. I'm not sure how I can see him not getting a Premier League move or another top flight move. He's a very good goalkeeper. He's also very good with the ball at his feet, which is currently kind of the model which a lot of managers want with their goalkeepers. He played, I think, 10 games last year for Leicester, and going by Leicester City's fans' reaction to the news breaking that we had put a bid in, they're all quite shocked, basically saying that there's no chance that he's leaving. A lot of them think he'll be their number one next year, with Hermansen going. I think if Leicester fans are saying that and they're that confident that he could fill Hermansen's boots, then I think it's going to be a very, very difficult kind of deal to get over the line. I hope we do get it, because it's always good to have glowing reviews from other fans. Unlike some of the previous signings we've done in the past, I do generally think that could be a very good bit of business. But Leicester, depending on their points deduction, will be there or thereabouts to win the league. So he would be sacrificing that, and the only way I could see it maybe coming off is if Leicester go out and spend big and get a new first team goalie if Hermansen goes, or if Hermansen stays somehow. I could certainly then see a deal coming our way, because I think he thinks that he'll be good enough in first team football, and by all intents and purposes, he certainly would. I believe he had an absolute worldie, against Spurs in the Premier League, so really showed in the top division that he can perform. So if he can do it there, no reason why he can't do it in the Championship. So definitely one to keep an eye out for. The last one is Patrick Vidra, so 21-year-old defensive midfielder from Czech Republic, currently playing in the Euros under 21s and is impressing there. Once again, Premier League clubs are sniffing around, whether that's kind of a bad sign for us, because the other kind of gossip or rumour is that a couple of championship clubs are also looking at him. Now, we obviously have a bit of a reputation. We've got Jurisic, young Czech Republic international, could be looking to bring him in. But yeah, that is just Norwich's name, a little bit like the Oyedeli rumour. Norwich's name has not been directly linked with it, but a couple of championship clubs, and it does match our scouting network in regards to that. So we'll wait and see if anything comes there. I doubt anything else will come out whilst the under-21s Euros is going on, but one to certainly keep an eye on for certain, really. I think if we can get him, from what I've kind of researched, I think it would be a very good acquisition. Just quickly before we get into the outgoings, it's just to say that about 85% of the people that have been watching our videos over the last month or so aren't actually subscribed to the channel, so we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the start of the season. So if you could drop a subscribe, it would mean the absolute world to us. And yeah, fingers crossed we can get there. But apart from that, let's get into the outgoings. We then have our outgoings. So a few moves currently being done. Porto obviously had a £12.7 million bid rejected for Borja Sainz. Again, I think that was a similar time that we were speaking to Leicester around signing the goalkeeper. Porto came in, we've rejected the 12.7 million. We supposedly are saying that about 20 million euros is roughly where our price range is at, so about 17.5 million pounds. So a little bit of movement needs to be done Porto's side. That could also drag the attention of Athletic Bilbao if they know other clubs are looking into him, as well as Napoli. There was one team, Villarreal, that were looking at Sainz. They have actually now gone and signed another left winger, so I think we can safely assume they're out of the race. But there's still a lot of big clubs looking at Sainz, and the fact we've now had one bid could potentially mean a bit of a bidding war, who knows. But yeah, one to keep an eye on, one that I don't think will be resolved very soon. I think it will carry on going whilst Norwich are really trying to drive the best possible price. So I think Napa, we know what he's like with negotiations. He will get the most amount of money he can possibly get and get that deal done. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do maybe see it 17 to 18 million pounds, but I do think we're probably a little way off that, and it'll be a few more weeks, I reckon. In regards to Sainz, as well as Sarge, there is fresh rumours that West Ham are looking at both of them. I don't know if that would be a double purchase or just one of them, but they're clearly interested in both. Obviously, they had Fulkrug come over in the summer last year, didn't maybe hit the ground running as they expected, so they could definitely be in the market for another striker. They've obviously got Bowen that could play there as well. But yeah, by the sounds of it, they're looking for another striker, and Sarge could fit that profile. There's still those little rumours around Leeds as well, but apart from that, the kind of continental rumours around like Roma and teams like that in for Sarge have actually died down a little bit, which is good for us. But Liam Manning's obviously going to have all his conversations with his players now, get an idea of where their headspace is. Sarge may say that he wants to go, and that could completely change our approach to that transfer deal. I think Sainz is obviously definitely going, but away from that, there's no more rumours on any outgoings at all. So hopefully that's a good sign. I still do expect number 3 or 4 to go out of the door our end, and by the end of August, I'm hoping we can bring in at least another 6 or 7 personally. I think there's a lot of squad building that needs to happen, a lot of gaps that we need to plug. We've got a lot of youth now, and I think we need to fill that with championship experience. Harry Darling is still someone we're hugely interested in. Supposedly, I think it's at Birmingham, Wrexham and Stoke, I believe, are all interested in him as well. So that's one that we can get over the line sooner rather than later. Obviously the window's technically shut, but it opens up again in a couple of weeks' time, I believe. So if we can get that done, so for when that new window opens, we can just announce it, sorted. I think that would be a really shrewd bit of business, but nothing concrete there. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe as well. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the start of the season. Support recently has been unbelievable, and make sure you comment down below as well if any of the players that I've mentioned today would take your interest. There's a few more curveballs this time, so yeah, leave a comment down below if you'd go after any of those, or if you've got any other suggestions that the club should be looking at. But apart from that, we'll see you in the next video.